Hello, are you here to debate?
Hi. I'm here to pick your brain.
Okay. Can I just get your name, age, and pronouns,
whether or not
please?
that'll be Jane.
Okay. Jane, age, and pronouns?
Pronouns are indifferent. I don't care either way. So I suppose the gender fluid. And age 34.
No problem. And Jane, you wanted to pick my brain. What did you want to pick my brain about?
Birthright citizenship.
Okay. What about it?
Bit of a... Well, so obviously, not going to argue that it is in the Constitution and that is a fact. Cannot change it. Anyone who says differently right now, they're full of shit. But if we were to change it, to amend it, to make some, alterations to it, would you be pro or against that?
I don't know that there's any alterations that it needs. I think it's pretty straightforward. If you're born here, you're a citizen here. I think that's pretty straightforward. The only thing I would amend, if I was amending anything, would to just make legal citizenship a lot easier.
That I completely agree with you on. The reason we have so many people, quote unquote, coming here illegally is because we make the process too damn difficult and too expensive for people to want to, become citizens. Yeah. However, I personally, I've been dwelling on it a lot lately, and I don't know if I agree that birthright citizenship should be a thing that is just automatically granted if someone is born here. I feel like it should be relegated to those who have American parents or someone who, is in the process of becoming an American citizen, like if they have a green card or something of that manner. Because there are a lot of countries around the world that don't offer that as a privilege, like say South Korea. If you're born there, if you're a foreign citizen, you don't get citizenship to Korea. I believe Japan is also one of those. So I don't know why
that matters though. To me, I don't care if another country does it or not. I'm looking at what makes the most sense to me, and what makes the most sense to me is if you're born there, you should be able to be a citizen there.
But why?
Because why not?
But I mean, isn't there a better reason than why? If you're going to go into the technical, really? So you just automatically think that people should automatically have
so first of all, I don't agree with countries to begin with, but as long as we live in a system that have countries, I think if you're born somewhere, you should be able to be a citizen of that place. I don't care where it is. I don't care who your parents are. You can have parents that say we don't want our kid to be a citizen of here. You can say, hey, I know he was born here, but we don't want him to be a citizen here. That's fine. But I think that they should have the option. I don't care if the parents were born here or not. Right? Because that's just saying that you would need some kind of blood quantum to be a citizen somewhere. I don't think that's the way we should do it.
Okay. I can see where you're coming from on that one. Just, I don't know. I feel like it overcomplicates matters when you have, as we're seeing a lot of nowadays, people who, again, quote unquote, come here illegally, and then their kids were born here, and then lo and behold, the kids get separated from their parents, and it's a shitty fucking situation. But kids are considered citizens instead of citizens.
But that's not an issue with birthright citizenship. That's an issue with our system not favoring immigrants, right? We wouldn't have that issue if our system made legal immigration easier. We wouldn't have the issue of kids getting separated from their parents.
So do you think if we were a lot better about handling immigration, that we could maybe scale back on birthright citizenship? If we allowed people to come here,
I don't know what would be the reason to. Right, so when we talk about laws or anything I start from the predication that everything should be legal, and then I justify why something shouldn't be legal. So I always start from, birthright citizenship. If we're saying we want to make it so that it's illegal to become a citizen just from being born here, you have to have some other caveats. My question is why, right? There has to be some kind of justification for why I would change this rule in some way. And I can't think of any that don't default to some level of xenophobia, in my belief.
Well, that's a fair point. I don't know. I guess I just always looked at it like, well, other countries don't do it, so why are we so special regarding it? Personally, I don't really give a shit where somebody comes from. Why does it matter? But
Like I
no,
said,
that's a very good point.
I don't care what other countries do. I'm not going to base like what I think is right based on just like what other countries are doing, right? I'm going to like look at it a little more. Like, so like we could have a system where we have no borders whatsoever, and America lets in like anybody we want, and I wouldn't say, well, we need to have borders because other countries have borders. No, like I would say I have to look at that as its own individual thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You make some very good points. I never really thought about it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure I'm entirely convinced, but I also am not going to say you're wrong. You made a good point.
Okay.
It would be interesting if we just didn't have the notion of like saying, birthright citizenship as a whole, but I wonder if that would complicate things with like, because with other countries and whatnot, like, okay, well, because some countries have rules like, all right, well, you can't have dual citizenship, so I feel like that'd get a little tricky because if a kid is born here and their parents are a citizen of another country, well, then they don't want that child to have dual citizenship, but America
well, again,
says
that's why I said that parents should be able to opt out. Like if you're like, I don't want my kid to be a citizen of America, like just because like if I'm on vacation and my wife is on vacation with me and she happens to give birth in the US, I'm not gonna, and I'm from a different country, I'm probably gonna be like, no, we don't need birthright citizenship. It's cool. We're just vacationing. And then it's a non-issue.
Okay. Yeah, no, that I 100% agree with. I feel like in that case, yeah, not sure it should be 100% across the board, but it definitely should be something you can opt in and out of. Completely agree. All right. Well, that was pretty much all I had, and you gave me a lot to think about.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you for having such a good, intelligent, and peaceful conversation. I feel like a lot of people who do this live don't have that.
I just match energy.
At least the ones I've watched.
If the energy I'm given is peaceful, I give back peaceful energy.
Well, I'm glad I could supply some peaceful energy. I didn't want to come on and be a dick. So, also, love the little bit I've watched you so far. You're always very, well, you try to be respectful as much as you're allowed, as you said. So, kudos to you. I know it must get very frustrating.
Again, but yeah, thanks for calling in, Jane, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
I hope you do too. Have a good night.
You too. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Please consider liking and subscribing for your daily dose of debates. I post new videos daily, so make sure to hit that notification button so you know when a new one drops. Also, shout out to my YouTube members. Membership starts at $2.99 and helps me to continue making content for all of you. Also, shout out to my Tier 4 members, Gib5500, Ovaltine, Sylvia Snow, Bamji, Kelsey K, Kelsey Dooley, Jake Gorshender, Marceline, Matthew Holloway, Kazim, Vampy, and Yemye. Thank you, members, for your support.